Abusia mincha na misanso emu akwaba emra channel so. Abusia yade a MP Jirapa MP aba bonten aba respond to eye chema Wontumi ene eye Abronye. Omo ensem a omo ekan ina ne say yade His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene ni NDC would yoko intimidate omo. Na abusia MP aba na wa react to ensem omo de atudo na tutu bi. Edi amane omo a enye easy we de ma mekasa wan pese yakonekwiti ensem a MP edi atudwa abra chese or respond to a chema Wontumi ene Abronye DC na se bi na so wadwe chebia abomode na ya che adu hada so ebe media be so subscribe no asan notification bell no so for more political updates internet some of the to jama sesia hada so ebe media
Good morning to you once again. Good morning to my brother, former Deputy Information Minister and General Secretary aspirant. I wish you well.
Thank you.
Except you will still be in opposition in 2029. Yeah, you will still be an opposition General Secretary. Moro, politics is funny. The way politicians we talk, when we talk, and our viewers and listeners, they look at us and they wonder whether we are actually sincere with ourselves. We just few months ago, my brother was Deputy Information Minister. They came into power in 2017. If it's about political harassment, nobody harassed his political opponent than their regime. Nobody did more than President Akufo-Addo and all of them combined. All of them. Moro, let me just tell you something about Kelvin Taylor. Why are you people trying to say that Kelvin is our person? You know where Kelvin started. You know how Kelvin critiqued President Mahama and his government. And you people benefited from it. Kelvin has stated time without number that he is not a member of the NDC. He has stated it. And for him, if he was actually a member of the NDC, he will not be criticizing cabinet ministers or members of the NDC itself. So it tells you that he is in to talk about the ills in any government, ills in society. And let me correct it that Kelvin was never protected by state security apparatus. He came into this country, used the same law, the same court to avert the warrant that was on him. That's what he did. And it has happened. There are many people who bench warrants were issued against and they went to the same court to set it aside. He knows that very well in this country. It has happened. It's not a novelty. So it cannot be that it is our government that is protecting Kelvin Taylor. No. For me, I don't like politics of insults. And I've stated it, Moro, that you can't insult anybody to vote for you. You can't intimidate anybody to vote for you. But you see, when they were in power, Moro, people who criticized President Nanado, they flew this country. Manasseh Azure. Manasseh was one person who criticized President Mahama seriously. Even the day President Mahama's mother died, he released an investigation report about him. And many people felt that Manasseh should have been considerate. But President Mahama took it, in good faith. He did not go after Manasseh. When President Nanado came into power and Manasseh did those things, where was Manasseh? He took asylum. He ran away. He ran away from this country. Were we not in democracy? Moro, look, you know this guy, this TV SYZ guy, or Hineba, that was jailed. Under them, he was arrested for criticizing the president and the first lady. What did they do to him? My brother knows the story very well. That was under their watch. He was arrested, molested, and finally he was sent to jail. They jailed him in addition. There is this guy, Bongo Ideas. You know that guy. You know what they did to the guy. So I'm surprised my brother who was information minister is privy to all these things. Then he can sit on this platform to say the things that he's saying. Demonstration is their right to demonstrate. But for them to come and say that the NDC government under Mahama is harassing them, please, no. No, they did worse. If these things are harassment, then what they did, I don't know how we should describe it. They did worse. Let's sanitize the system. Let's sanitize the political space so that all of us can do our politics freely and all of that. But when you want to compare, if you want to compare what they did and what we are doing, I tell you that they did worse. They know that very well. They know that very under President Nana. Even judiciary. You saw Atuforsen and Japa's case. Even the Attorney General attempted to do. I want to ask my brother whether he was proud of such things. Even coaching a witness to incarcerate somebody. What intimidation is more than this? You use even the police, the judiciary, everywhere, every sector to intimidate your political opponent. Atuforsen today would not have been a finance minister. He would have been languishing in jail. It's just for God and all of that. So these among even church, when they came, they went to church, they arrested people in church. Today they will go and arrest somebody in his house. Why? If you threaten the president, you see, what I want my brother to know is that you can critique the president. You can even insult the president. But when you threaten, even me, if I sit here and I threaten you, it's a crime. You understand? I have the right to report you, and you can be picked. So these are two different things. All the issues that you are talking about, when you threaten somebody's life, the person can take you on. The laws of the country will take you on. It is different from you saying that Cletus, your long head. That's fine. That's the description of Cletus. I won't have any qualms with you. But if you say that Cletus, I am going to kill you, you will die tomorrow. Do I know what you mean by that? Why would I take such threats for granted? I have to make a case. So threats is different from political insults. If you think that you can insult somebody to get votes, go and be insulting. I have no problem with that. But if you threaten my life, if you threaten the life of the president, you threaten the life of the first lady and all of that, and the police are calling you to come and tell us what we all don't know, then you term it as political harassment. I asked a question. My brother is here. He's a nice gentleman, a former MP, a seasoned politician. Are you proud of the things that Abronye and Co says on national television? Are you proud of it? I'm not sure. I'm sure no. The answer will be no. Maybe on set you will say yes, but you know that those things that Abronye and Co are doing, this is why. Wontumi, you sit on national TV and threaten the president. He said the president cannot even step foot into Kumasi without them seeing you. That anytime President Mahama wants to come to Kumasi, national security will have to see you before President Mahama can step foot into Kumasi. Who born dog? Excuse me my language. How can you do that? You threaten the whole president, commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, and you think that you should not be questioned. That is not fair. Let's also talk to them. They are leaders. They should be role models. Regional chairmen, they should be role models. People are emulating them. So when you sit on national television and threaten a whole president, how can you, Wontumi, who are you? Excuse me my language, to say that president, when he was president, every time he wants to come to Kumasi, national security will have to come and see you before he can step foot into Kumasi. And this one, a political party is supporting comments like this, statements like this. These are threats. He's not insulting President Mahama personality. No. He's saying he's threatening the president. So threats are different from freedom of speech. Free speech comes with responsibility. Nobody, President Mahama, who has been vilified in this political space more than President Mahama? Who? Many of you, the NPP, when you sat on national television, you lied against him. He is corrupt, he's incorrupt, he did this, all sort of words unprintable words were used on President Mahama. President Mahama never complained. You did press conferences to talk about what's the name of that Airbus tender he wasn't even associated with just because somebody close to him was part of it. You tried everything to say that President Mahama was a thief, he was corrupt. You sit on national television, you insult him. President Mahama didn't say anything. Today, you go and threaten a president, you threaten state security apparatus, then they invite you to come and answer, and you are going on demonstration. Why? For what? All these things that they did, Moro, against us, did you see us doing demonstration? We never. The NDC, we channel our energy into organizing our party. Those days when they were, when they were harassing us, we didn't waste our time to say that we are going to be on the street. We are busily organizing our party from the basis to the top. Today, you are in opposition. You need time, space, energy, resources to organize your party. You are going to be on the street demonstrating against what you term as state harassment. Where is the harassment? Let's be responsible, my brother. Tell your party people they should be responsible. Moro, is it today? Look, the MPP, when we talk about state harassment, they started it. When President Kufuor came into power in 2001, you saw what they did. What are we even doing? What's President Mahama doing? Somebody is being investigated by Iyoko. Then you match up to Iyoko in solidarity. Even when state monies are being stolen, then you think that the person should be left free, the person should not be investigated. That is not fair. One of the reasons why Ghanaians voted for President Mahama is for him to fight corruption and to take looted money back to the state.
All right.
And that is exactly what President... So when people are being called upon to come and account, then you term it as state harassment. That is not fair. Then it means that we are telling people... We are telling people that, look, you can steal and then go away free. We are not... Yes.
He also made it clear to the NPP that the NDC is not behind the arrest of their party members. And I agree with him because no NDC member has go after anybody in the NPP. Without much time wasting, still join me listen to what he said.
Moro, I think we are belittling the point about this state harassment. For me, all that I want to say...
Let's go to the street.
All that I want. Well, the street will not change anything if anybody threatens the life of the president, threaten the life of any citizen at all.
We did a compromise of the law.
Yes, but they are dealing with the issue. It is not the NDC that arrested Abronye. It is not the NDC that arrested Wontumi. It is the police, and that is the beginning of investigation. So if you are invited, if I threaten you and you take me for the police station and the police invited me and they take my caution statement and they said that I should bring ABCD as a bail condition, I have to bail myself. I have to look for people to come and bail me. You understand? So for me, all that I'm trying to say is that if it is about political harassment, we don't need to tell Ghanaians. Ghanaians knows. I said, even in church, you people arrested people in churches in this country. So even on a Sunday, a place of worship, you will go there with army cars to arrest people in church. You did all of this in this country. Nobody is complaining.
We didn't use Black Maria.
Nobody is complaining. It doesn't matter what, even if it's a pickup or whatever, but you went there to arrest people even in a place of worship. You understand? What I'm trying to say is that, as for President Mahama, the things MPP said about President Mahama, even Nanado himself, Shamira Baumia, all of them, they made President Mahama look like a schoolboy. Any platform they had, they chastised him and all of that. But he took it in good faith, and he was busily organizing his party. That is what I think you people should be doing, instead of jumping into the street. Keep your party together. It's better that way than what you are going to the street to do. That's all that I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Let me talk about this Asafo travel issue. What happened was that Parliament is supposed to sponsor a number of us to Onga. And the ministry too is supposed to sponsor some people, at least some 3, 4. Now, the minister is saying that they don't have much resources to be able to sponsor the number that they had intended to sponsor. So they are releasing Asafo back to the Parliament group. This is what my committee chairman told me. Because I called chairman in the morning when they were at the airport, and I asked chairman, what is happening? I'm hearing ABC. The chairman says, no, that is not the issue. It is not the minister that is saying that Asafo Adjei should not travel. Asafo Adjei will travel. I'm the one to lead that delegation. So Speaker is supposed to approve our delegation and we'll leave tomorrow. So that I want to correct it. So it's not the minister who has instructed that Asafo Adjei should not travel. Asafo Adjei, Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that they cannot finance the 3 people that initially they had wanted to. So because of that, let's release Asafo Adjei to be part of the delegation that I will be leading to the United States of America. So that is the issue. That's the issue.
You know what? Let me tell
don't say anything.
Actually say anything.
Yes.
You see,
that is the
I have been a vice chairman of a committee before.
Yes.
So let me tell you, my brother. You see, don't even try to offer explanation.
No.
The ministry that cannot foot the bill of some number of people was able to foot the bill of a clerk of parliament. Between the clerk of parliament and the deputy ranking and the chairman of the committee, you were able to fund the chairman's travel.
No, he's going. Asafo Adjei will still go. You are not getting the explanation.
Please. Yesterday, you know what happened? He had a ticket to travel yesterday. He was dropped on the trip at the
They
airport.
couldn't pay.
Somebody had a ticket, but they couldn't pay. You have a ticket, but that could have not.
You are not getting.
How are you using the ticket?
But funding history goes beyond ticket.
Let me. Yes.
No.
I'm talking of funding. The ministry had intended to support or fund 3 people to go.
So which people?
You understand? They couldn't pay for the 3 tickets, so they had to withdraw one.
But the man had the ticket.
If you want to withdraw,
the man had the ticket.
Because they didn't pay.
If you want to withdraw,
they didn't pay. The agent says no. We won't be able to support it. So they would help.
Please don't do this. You are not like that.
No,
don't do this.
No, I'm telling you.
So between
I am in the committee and I'm telling you.
I know how committees work.
So yes, who paid for the ticket? The one Asafo Adjei had.
Yes.
Who paid
I'm
for
told
it?
allegedly the one he had because I can't.
He was at the airport.
The ministry.
I'm told he was at the airport.
This is
He
what
was at
happened.
the airport.
The ministry had intended to pay for the 3.
Okay.
But they could only mobilize money to pay for 2. So one was withheld. So they released Asafo Adjei back to Parliament group that I was leading.
No, I don't understand.
Between
the man had a ticket.
Between the clerk
He was at the airport.
Yes.
Unless
The
of course.
tickets were given, and the agent said that we have to pay before they will be traveled. They will be allowed to travel.
So the ticket was given to him on credit.
Yes. The tickets were on credit.
Moro.
The Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
This people the story.
Why?
But you
Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Okay, so the ministry.
Listen, remember, Moro, it is the clerks that coordinate these things. That's what he knows that very well. He knows the clerks. The clerks that coordinate these things. So if it's about dropping somebody, the clerk won't drop himself. You should know that very well. You know what the role of the clerks in these travels. They coordinate these things. So at the end of the day, if it's about dropping somebody, if it's about dropping somebody, the clerk will not say that
He will leave Ghana today.
Yes, Asafo Adjei
He will not go.
Yes.
No, he will not go.
Asafo
Let me tell you
Adjei,
something.
that's what I'm saying.
And this
Asafo
matter-
Adjei is now part of the
so
Parliament.
Parliament has
Moro,
sponsored it.
Listen,
As Parliament
get
sponsored
my
it.
slide. Be patient.
So
Listen,
an
you calm
employee
down.
of parliament,
Calm down.
who's a
You
clerk
calm
of
down.
parliament,
You calm down. Listen.
will have precedence over a deputy ranking of
listen.
a committee
You listen.
that the ministry
Listen.
that has
Listen.
a direct oversight over the ministry. What kind of child
slide.
explanation?
You listen.
Please,
Listen.
Yeah, but,
you see,
but the foreign minister has
Look,
that
let
discretion.
me tell
Listen,
you
he has
something.
the discretion.
That's the discretion.
You listen.
The foreign minister has a
Yeah, to
discretion.
tell- to
So
determine
he has
what's for him.
exercised the discretion.
Listen.
We thank God.
Listen.
He's exercised it.
Listen,
Thank
Moro,
God.
this is what I'm saying.
Don't
the
offer
whole
explanation to
trip,
this.
no, the whole trip.
Don't offer any
Parliament
explanation.
is supposed to sponsor us to hunger.
Uh-huh.
It's not even the Ministry for Foreign Affairs.
We know
It
what
is the minister's benevolence that he says that.
Did you say that?
Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Parliament,
you see,
we are a committee of Parliament. We have oversight responsibility of the Ministry for Foreign Affairs. But the ministry is not obliged to sponsor us.
Right.
It is the minister's benevolence that he says that I can sponsor 3 people to go. But later, the minister realized that their budget were pressed. So he says that release one person back to Parliament to sponsor. And Parliament,
So
his
the
question- so his
the
question
deputy
is-
clerk was
he wants to
instructed.
know.
Listen,
He wants
Moro,
to know.
let me explain
Please,
this.
please,
The
let me get
clerk,
this.
please let me come in. The deputy clerk was instructed to put Asafo Adjei back to the Parliament group.
You see, please,
Remember,
I don't want to say, my brother, let me tell you. When trips come to Parliament, before you start, I've led delegations to travel before. If Parliament is sponsoring, say, 2 or 4, they will state the memo to Speaker will be stated, the member's name and everything. Then, if the mother ministry or agency under the ministry want to sponsor any other members, it also communicated through their agency. Not when a visa had been secured. The processes to secure, please, hold it. The processes to secure a visa, not when a ticket was issued. It didn't take the minister, it took the minister's PA. In any case, if you have budget to fund two, between the clerk of parliament, who represent the speaker of parliament, and then the deputy ranking, because your committee you are taking, if you want to sponsor two, and you've taken the chairman of the committee, you go with the ranking of the committee. Then you drop the ranking, you could fund the clerk at the expense of the ranking. And you are saying this is benevolence. We live to see.
But
Sly,
please,
you have been a minister before.
I know.
You understand?
So
is it not the benevolence of ministers to support
because
MPs?
of the importance?
You understand?
You even justify it at the ministry. The importance of the number of people that goes on the trip. But if his benevolence is extended to clerk of parliament at the expense of the minority, we thank God. We live to see posterity will be kind to all of us.
So who's sponsoring
the clerk?
No, what's the name? The MP, the Wontumi from MP. On whose sponsorship is
I
he
am
going
saying
to?
that.
That's in fact.
He is not even going on the trip.
Parliament.
Look, he won't go.
Before you issue the ticket, there's a memo at the ministry. Before you issue a ticket,
Sly, they
goes
ask
through
you
a
a
process.
question. You want to be
Please,
the one
you
talking.
are being economical with the
No,
truth.
I'm
You know
not
what
being
I'm talking
economical.
about,
I'm
please.
telling you, you also know. You also know that ministry can
You
sponsor.
let the minister do his benevolence. Posterity will be
ministry-
kind to all of us
ministry-
in this country. No problem.
The ministry can take a decision to sponsor a number of MPs, and then Parliament too will sponsor some members.
You see the
also
abuse
go.
of state power.
You understand?
So Parliament is now going to sponsor
Yes,
Nana
Parliament
Safo
is now going to sponsor Nana
Safo
Safo. That's the
There's
bottom
no
line
memo
of it.
to that effect.
Oh, there is.
As
I am telling you,
when
there is.
You generated the memo last night.
Yes.
Last night.
Yes, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm telling you. Moro, I'll show you the memo to you. I will show the memo to you.
Who signed the memo from the? Who signed the memo? The chairman of the committee.
Who signed the memo? Oh, but you know how these things are done. Okay. Chairman specifically told me that Vice Asafo J will be part of your delegation. Chairman made this statement
So
to me.
let me drop another
you
information.
can interview the chairman, and the chairman will say this thing that I'm telling
Let
you.
me drop another information. To his surprise, Abu Jinapo is the ranking of the committee.
Yes.
They asked that he specifically joined the chairman of the committee to travel way back, and he said he won't be around for the trip, so he nominated the deputy ranking.
That's true.
The processes and everything were done. Ticket issued. You see, Asafo J